Hey everybody, welcome back to Supercard, and I believe this is number 150. That's a lot. Anyways, let's just go into exhibition. You can see I started at King of the Ring. We won that one, 3-2, so that's pretty much what happens whenever you 8-man band, if you win. I think there's like 3 or 4 other humans, so it's going to be the same as last time. It just kind of comes down to the matchups and who procs. It's essentially what's going to happen, because that's how it is for the divas now as well. A lot of people do have Survivor Pro divas, so that's kind of been happening and messing with people. So, anyways, I've almost finished training this Randy Orton. It feels like I've been working on this Randy Orton like forever, and so you know what? Hopefully, yeah, it'll be done soon. And then once that's done, I can start working on the Shawn Michaels that I already made a pro of, that's in my King of the Ring right now. And while I'm also working on finishing up the play levels for that Daniel Bryan, and then I can move on to my Triple H and then make a pro of that, and then move on to my Solo Rock and then make a pro of that. So there's a lot to do for me. Especially with Road to Glory starting tonight, and that's also why you're getting this video early. Well, early in... Most of my videos come out at like 11:30 or midnight, sometimes even 1 o'clock in the morning. This will probably be out around 7:30 my time. That's early for my videos coming out, but I'm going into work tonight for an overnight, which is perfect. I like doing the Wednesday overnights because I'm awake when the event starts. It's not I have to figure out, okay, am I staying awake until the event starts, or do I go to sleep at like 12 and wake up at 3 just to get at the start of the event? Things like Road to Glory and Ring Domination, I don't really care if I miss the beginning of it. It's PCC. If I plan on doing well, I need to be awake when it starts, and I gotta play for like 2 hours just to get a good lead before I go back to sleep, because in Britain or like the UK, events start at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's the perfect time for events to start, and I hate it starting at 3 o'clock in the morning. But what was I going on about? Oh yeah, so I like to do the Wednesday overnights so that I am awake when the event starts. Doesn't matter what event, as long as I'm awake. Because, Road to Glory and Ring Domination, because I get title matches and I refill a few bouts. I don't need to start playing right at the beginning. I can just kind of, take my time, and it's whatever, finish it at my own pace, all that stuff. So I would like to work the Wednesday overnights more, and my lunch break is at 4 o'clock in the morning, from 4 to 5. That's like, if it's PCC, that's the perfect time to grind out, like, through all of it, really. That's when I would like to do it. So, I had to drop off my mom earlier, off at the airport. They were gone for the rest of the week, along with my brother and sister. So that means party. It did honestly used to be, I was so excited for when, like, I'm gonna have the house to myself for like 3 days. I'm gonna throw the biggest party. Which, I'm gonna tell you right now, if your parents, give you the trust to watch over the house for a few days, don't throw a party. They'll find out. I think in total, I threw 3 parties in total. Not in the span of like a week, but like from times my parents would go out, and I got busted every single time. I would do, the house would look even cleaner than when they left, and I cleaned up everything. I wanted to make sure it looked perfect, and it would be within 10 seconds of them coming back home, my mom has found something. One of the ones that I never understood. She'd come home, she puts down her bags. She's like, as soon as you come in through the front door, there's a room to the right, like not so much a living room, but an area. It's got couches and the tables. People will You know, they'll sit in there and talk. Usually my dog is perched on one of the couches to look out the window because she's got nothing else to do if I'm not taking her out or playing with her. And there's a table right there. So she had come in, looked to her right, and goes, "That table's been moved half an inch." So, what? And that's how she got me. Was the table had moved half an inch. It was ridiculous. That was just one time. There were other times where I, like I said, I cleaned the house better than the way it was when they had left. But like, it's always the one room I don't check. Something has happened. The bathroom up on, I guess it would be the 3rd floor. This is the basement. Middle floor is 2nd. So 3rd floor, I guess, or 2nd floor, however you want to look at it. Either way, upstairs, there's a bathroom. I didn't know somebody had used that bathroom in the morning after I'd had a few friends stay over. And one of them, well, I kind of knew because he was having a shower. There's nothing wrong with that. The man wants to be clean. The man wants to be clean. You let a man be clean. And so, figure, well, yeah, he was up there having a shower. What's nothing I need to check. For God knows what reason, he decided to plug the tap, plug the plug, I guess. That's where all the water goes so that it can go down into the drains. I have no idea why. But he pushed it down, so there was a whole bunch of water still in the tub from where he'd had his shower. And my parents had gone upstairs, they had to use the bathroom for something, and it's, why is there a whole bunch of water in the in the bathtub? So, like, just trust me when I say it. Don't throw a party. If your parents have given you that amount of trust to leave you in the house alone, even if it's just for one night, don't do anything stupid and ruin it, because I've gotten into a lot of trouble over the years, just for I've gotten in so much trouble just for, like, things that could have easily been avoided. Like, they were just the stupidest things that got me in trouble, whether it's with my parents or whether it's outside of home, stuff in school or people I hung out with. It was always, like, the dumbest things that we got in trouble for. And, I'm not going to be, I try my best not to do anything stupid now that would get me in trouble. There's nothing wrong with doing something stupid, just for a good time. Like, if you just want to go out with some friends and you find some, like, abandoned place with some drywall and you just want to, just throw your body through it, I think that's funny when stuff like that happens. That's one of my favorite things to see on the internet in those videos, is where, like, just people are just diving through doors and just kind of the stuff Jackass would do. Just do the stuff Jackass would do, and, it's stupid, but it's a fun stupid. And, you can't really get arrested for doing any of that, well, some of it you could, but then, you end up like Steve-O and you break into SeaWorld, and then, that's how you get arrested. Or, drinking and driving like Ryan done, which is, don't ever do that. Being at a hospital, I see all kinds of people come in, whether it's just, they're just, they're not generally not feeling well, they're just, they've all kinds of stuff that I don't really want to go into, but I get people in who are either the drunk driver or the person hit by the drunk driver, and none of it's good. Believe me, what you see on, like, whenever you see in movies or whatever, and, they do look, pretty normal. They've just got a lot of blood coming out of them from a car crash. They don't look anything like that if they come from a car crash. There was a woman who was missing, like, a chunk of her face and her eye dangling out right in front of me from a drunk driver. Well, I think she was the drunk driver. Either way, believe me, it's not something you want to see, and it's not something you want to go through either. Just drinking and driving actually, like, makes me mad. Like, I can understand if you've had a sip and you go drive, it's okay. Once you're over 21, you can do that. You can have, there is a legal limit to how much alcohol you can have in your system. But then again, it's not much. Like, it's not much more than a couple of sips. Which, you know, that's great. But, oh man, where was I going with that? Drinking and driving. Just don't do it. I completely forgot the way I was going. You know, just showing I've got the attention span of a flea. Which, nothing wrong with that. We're all special in our own ways. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please take care.